Hello and welcome inside the broadcast booth here at Hartman Park. I'm Sean O'Connor, the voice of the Everett Merchants, and today your Merchants will be playing the Redmond Dudes. Merchants have won their meeting so far against the Dudes, but the last time we were in Hartman Park, they went an extra inning, 7-5 win and 10 for your Merchants. Starting lineups today, number 12, Patrick Chung, the second baseman. Number 8, Kobe Blunt, DHing. Number 22, Sam Linscott, it's third. He's in center field. Hitting cleanup, number 7, Bryce Peterson. That is number 23, Bryce Peterson. He's in left field. Jackson Swims in right field. We're number 37, and then hitting number 6 is number 44, Riley Parker, the shortstop. Hitting 7th, number 24, Diego Altamirano. He's wearing a microphone for us today, so look in the next day or two for a mic'd up segment from our catcher, Diego Altamirano. Hitting 8th, number 11, Max Nealon, the third baseman, and hitting in the 9-hole, number 46, Mickey Coyne. Starting on the mound today is Cody Culp. Late scratch with Jared Maxfield. He was scheduled to start today, but a late scratch. He injured himself, cut his thumb open in a non-baseball related activity. He will start on Monday against the Northwest Honkers back in Everett. Starting on the mound for the Redmond Dudes is right-handed pitcher Robert Weaver. And in the defense, number 27, Chase Hacker in center field leading off. Number 9, Josh Youngchild. And at third base, Riley Quinton. First base, Clayton Truex. Grayson O'Neill in right field. Jack Vonderhaar is the DH for the Dudes. Kyle Rodriguez is playing shortstop. The catcher is Mitchell Harrell. And Will Langen in left field. And we get ready to get underway. We apologize for the camera angle. It's not a great place to set up the camera. Hopefully you can see the home plate, as that's a called strike to Patrick Chung as we get underway. Let's thank you all for listening to this presentation of Everett Merchants Baseball. The next pitch is swung on, grounded to first base. He'll take it himself. A 3 unassisted ground out to start the game, and that'll bring up Kobe Blunt with 1 away. Patrick Chung mentioned he hasn't felt like himself the last couple games. He recently had mouth surgery, as he is missing a tooth from a baseball incident earlier in his career. He's looking to get that fixed up, but dealing with some issues as of now. Here's the first pitch to Blunt. It's outside, and the count goes to 1-0. To give a congratulations to the Merchants, they have been given a berth to the NBC World Series. Depending on player availability, they will hopefully compete for a national championship. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike, and the count will even at 1-1. On deck, Sam Linscott. He's followed by Bryce Peterson and Jackson Swim. Kobe Blunt will watch the next pitch go outside. Blunt getting his batting average up to 245. Been swinging a good bat the last few games. Looking to keep it going here. 300 down both lines. 350 to the right field gap. 360 to the left field gap. Here's the pitch. It's fouled back. And the count will even at 2-2. Sun out over the right field line. Shouldn't be an issue for any fielders. Maybe the left fielder for a little bit longer, but Sun gets down pretty quick here. Here's the wind. And the 2-2 pitch from Weaver. It's a check swing, and the count will run full. 3-2 the count to Kobe Blunt. Looking to get on board. Here's the wind. And the 3-2 pitch. It's a ground ball right to the second baseman. He's over to his right, makes the catch, and throws over for the second out of the inning. 4-3 put out. Will bring up Sam Linscott with 2 outs and nobody aboard here in the top of the first inning. Sam Linscott, third best batting average on the team, hitting .327 on the season. An OPS of .897. That's also third best on the team. He leads the team in at-bats, plate appearances, and total bases. He's second in hits, and he'll take a ball inside on the first pitch of the at-bat. Bit of a favorable call there for Sam. That pitch looked a bit like it caught the end of the side of that play. That ball is fouled straight up, or straight down rather, and the count will go to 1-1. Merchants are back in Everett on Monday, playing the Northwest Honkers. They will then have a couple days off before playing host to the Laces Baseball Academy. Here's the wide and the 1-1 to Sam. It bounces in, and the count will go to 2-1. Bryce Peterson on deck. He's been swinging a hot bat as of late. Here's the pitch. It's a slicing foul ball down the first base line, and we'll see a 2-2 pitch up next. In middle infielders playing slightly towards the corners. Back to true now. And the outfield playing deep, but with a ballpark as short as this one. It's pretty normal depth in a regular park. Here's the pitch. It's inside, and the count will go to 3-2. 3-2, 2 outs for Sam Linscott. Here's the pitch. It's a bit of a two-hopper right to the second baseman. He throws over to retire Sam Linscott, and the Merchants go in order 1, 2, 3. And when we come back, Cody Culp will look to keep the score line at 0-0. Your Merchants 0, and the Redmond Dudes coming up. Welcome back. At the bottom of the first inning, we led off by Chase Hacker, the center fielder. Cody Culp on the bump for your Merchants, a replacement for the injured Jared Maxfield. He'll be back on Monday to start that ball game. Culp having a good season. This pitch is a little high, and the count starts at 1-0. Culp, third on the team in innings pitched at 30. Second on the team in strikeouts, also at 30. And only walks 1.8 batters per 9 innings. As this pitch misses as well, 2-0. Cody Culp, 7 appearances, 5 starts, a 2-0 record. ERA at 2.4. Here's the pitch. It catches a piece of the zone. And the count goes to 2-1. Here infield from left to right. Max Nealon, Riley Parker, Patrick Chung at second base, and first base is Mickey Coyne. At 3-1 the count as that pitch misses inside. Outfield, Bryce Peterson in left, Linscott in center, and Swim in right field, and a strike called on the inside corner to fill the count. Bit of a favorable call there from Culp, or for Culp rather. Good frame job there by Diego. Here's the 3-2. It's fouled away into the screen, and we'll do it again. Once again, apologize for the camera angle that we have. Hopefully we can see the plate, which is the most important part of the ballpark anyways. New bat appears for Chase Hacker. And climbs in to face a 3-2 count. No score here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch. It's taken inside. A leadoff walk issued by Cody Culp will bring up Josh Youngchild. Culp this season, with runners aboard, has been pretty excellent. 238 batting average, only 20 bases allowed, 4 walks and 10 hits. Culp delivers the pitch. It's a check swing ball. The count goes to 1-0. Checks the runners. Culp sets and delivers. From the stretch, it's fouled away, and the count will even at 1-1. Infield double play depth. Outfield straight away. Culp working. A 1-1 count. Runner on. Runner goes. The pitch is called a ball. And Diego can't get the handle. 2-1 the count in a stolen bag for Chase Hacker. Puts a runner in scoring position with nobody away. And a 2-1 hitters count for Josh Youngchild. Merchants are undefeated in PIL play when not playing the Seattle Studs. This pitch is swung through and missed. Count goes to 2-2. 27-1 is the Merchants' record overall this year. 4 losses to the Studs and 3 losses in tournament play this season. 2 losses in the Grand Forks tournament, 1 loss in the Kamloops tournament. Here's the pitch from Culp. It is swung on, lifted, but foul, and we'll do it again. Merchants also tied a game this year down in White Center against the City Baseball Academy. The game was called due to darkness. Culp checks the runner. 2-2 count. He delivers the pitch. It catches the piece of the zone, and strike 3 is called for the first out of the inning. It'll bring up Riley Quinton, the third baseman, with 1 away and a man on second base. It was a very close call in the outside corner of the zone. Merchants will take the call. Riley Quinton leads, or comes up, third baseman for the Dudes. 272 hitter on the season. Here's the pitch from Culp. It is a ground ball up the left side. It'll get through in the left field, move everybody up a station. Peterson cuts it off, and they'll hold Chase Hacker at third base. So a single to put runners on the corners for the Redmond Dudes. With 1 away, it'll bring up Clayton Truex. Cleanup man has a chance to do some damage here, hitting .333 on the season. Double play death for the infield. A ground ball could get him out of it. Culp delivers the pitch. It's fouled away. Coyne holding Riley Quinton on at first. Hacker takes his lead at third. Infield at double play depth, shifted to the left. Here's the pitch. It's well away, or well inside rather, and leaving the count at 1-1. Outfield straight away. Infield still double play depth, shifted ever so slightly to third. Chung now shifting over a little more. Runners get their leads. Here's the pitch from Culp. It's swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 the count with 1 away. A walk, a strikeout, and a single have gotten us to where we are. Stolen base by Hacker as well. Culp checks his runners and comes set from the stretch. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Time called, not granted, a little late on the time call there, and the count will stay 1-2. Runners on the corners. 1-2 the count after the foul ball. Truex looking to drive in the first run of the ball game here in the bottom of the first. Culp checks his runners. Quinton, modest lead at the cut of the grass. This pitch is behind Truex. And the count will even at 2-2. Two and two the count. Straightaway outfield shifted ever so slightly in. Double play depth for the infield with Chung shifted towards the bag at second base. Here's the pitch. It's swung on and missed for strike 3. And the second out of the inning is recorded on strikes. It'll bring up Grayson O'Neill, the 5-hole hitter, with 2 away and runners on the corners. Culp looking to keep the scoreline even, despite giving up a hit and a walk. Here comes the pitch. It's lifted down the third base line. This one will get down and one hop the fence. Jackson swim over. They're going to hold the runner at third base. A 1 RBI double will put runners on second and third with 2 away here in the bottom of the first inning, and the Dudes take an early 1-0 lead. The 1 RBI double put Quinton at third base, Grayson O'Neill at second base, and bring up Jack Vonderhaar, the designated hitter, hitting in the 6th hole. Infield straight up. Anyhow, would get him out of this inning. Here's the pitch from Culp. It's a called strike on the outside corner, and the count goes to 0-1. One nothing your scoreline on an RBI double. Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball up the hole through the right side. That'll score a run. They're going to hold the runner at third base. A 1 RBI single for Jack Vonderhaar, and the score is now 2-0. Redmond jumping ahead quickly, a 2-0 lead with 2 away and runners on the corners. That'll bring up Kyle Rodriguez, the shortstop. Here's the pitch. It's fouled into the screen. And the count will go to 0-1. Two away. 0-1 the count. And time is called. Batter steps back in. Culp looking for the third out of the inning. He'll step off. And the runners retreat to their bags. Here's the pitch from Culp. The 0-1 is a line shot over the glove of Mickey Coyne. An RBI single for Kyle Rodriguez, and the score is 3-0. Just a little too tall for Coyne there. And we'll give a base hit to Kyle Rodriguez. Runners on first and second. Your score 3-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. A tough start to this ballgame for Cody Culp and the Merchants. They'll look to get out of it here, facing 8-hole hitter Mitchell Harrell. Harrell's the catcher for the Dudes. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike on the outside corner. And the count goes to 0-1. Infield straight away, as is the outfield. Infield vacates. Here's the pitch from Culp. It's swung on and missed, and the count goes to 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. 3-0. The Dudes lead the Merchants here in the bottom of the first. Here's the pitch from Culp. It's fouled away into the screen by the Merchants dugout, and the count will stay 0-2. I'd like to thank you all for watching this presentation of Everett Merchants Baseball. As the Merchants look to stay undefeated against teams not named Seattle in PIL play. Culp gets the signs. 0-2 count, 2 outs. Infield vacates. Here's the pitch. It's a little high, and the count will go to 1-2. Culp readies. Waves off Diego, gets the sign he likes. Checks the runners. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and fouled away. It was in on the hands of Mitchell Harrell, and the pitch, and the count rather, will stay at 1-2. Merchants will send Peterson, Swim, and Riley Parker to the dish in the top of the second inning, looking to get something going here as they trail 3-0. Here's the pitch, fouled into the screen, and we'll do it again. 1-2 is the count. The 7th pitch of the at-bat on its way. Harrell steps in. Culp working from the stretch. Checks his runners and delivers. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed. Cody Culp strikes out the side, but gives up 3 runs on 4 hits, and 2 men are left on. We head to the top of the second inning. Your Merchants trail the Redmond Dudes 3-0. Welcome back. Bryce Peterson leads off the top of the second inning in a 3-0 game. Dude jumping over the starter, Cody Culp, to begin this game. This pitch is swung on. Well hit ball out to right field. This one is caught on the warning track for out number 1. Bryce Peterson took that ball on a ride, but not quite far enough the opposite way, and that's out number 1. It'll bring up Jackson Swim, who leads the team in batting average. Swinging an excellent bat as of late. .397 hitter on the season. Here's the pitch to Swim. It's up and in, and the count will go to 1-0. Here she comes. The 1-0. Check swing. Called strike on the outside corner. Count will leave it in at 1-1. Swim hitting .375 in PIL play this season, tied for the PIL lead in conference play. That ball misses outside, and the count will go to 2-1. Great year for Jackson Swim. He's looking to get aboard here to give the Merchants some base runners. Here's the pitch. It's a swinging chopper that goes foul down the third base line, and the count will even at 2-2. Swim third on the team in hits, third in walks, third in hit by pitches, and third in bases. So an excellent bat this year. This pitch is lifted out towards right field. On is the right fielder, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. 2 away. It'll bring up Riley Parker, the shortstop for the Merchants, looking to break this hot start by the Redmond Dude starter, Robert Reaver.
Did Glenn say anything to you?
No. I...
He probably respects what you're doing.
Parker stands in. Here's the first pitch. It's away and low. The count will go to 1-0. Parker on the season, a 141 hitter, but has been swinging a good bat as of late, and here's an example of that. Out to right field in the gap, but the play will be made by the center fielder for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for the second consecutive inning for the Merchants. When we come back, Cody Culp will look to keep the scoreline where it is, and he'll face 9, 1, and 2. Your score, the Everett Merchants 0, and the Redmond Dudes 3. Welcome back to the bottom of the second inning. Cody Culp looking to keep the scoreline where it's at. 3-0, the Dudes lead. This pitch is a little high. And the counts to 9-hole hitter Will Langen starts 1-0. Culp gets his sign, winds and delivers. The 1-0 pitch, it's fouled away into the screen right in front of the booth, and leaving the count at 1-1. 1-1 the count. Cody Culp winds and delivers. The pitch to Went Langen. It catches a little piece of the plate on the inside corner, and the count will go to 1-2. Thank you for listening to Everett Merchants Baseball here in Hartman Field Park as they look to defeat the Redmond Dudes. This pitch is a little high, and the count will go to 2-2. Jacob Bogart starting to lightly toss outside the dugout of the Merchants. Here's the wind and the 2-2 pitch. It's a chopper. This could be trouble. Culp will take it. The throw over is in time to get the runner. An amazing play by Cody Culp to get the first out of the inning and turn the lineup over to Chase Hacker. What a play by Culp, gunning the runner out at first base. Get some praise from his catcher. Hopefully getting good audio for us. He's wearing a wire today, so we can patch together a mic'd up segment for you all in the next couple days. Here's the wind and the pitch from Culp. It's a strike called, and the count will go to 0-1. 0-1. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Foul tip into the glove, and the count will go to 0-2. Oh and 2, infield straight away, as is the outfield. Culp looking for a clean inning here. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's a little high, and the count will go to 1-2. Culp looks in, he winds and delivers. The 1-2 pitch, it's high as well, and the count goes to 2-2. Light wind out towards left field. Help the right-handed hitters in this pulled happy park. This pitch is fouled away, and we'll do it again. Very short corners on both sides of this park, as both teams are hitting balls out of the park in batting practice. Culp gets his signs. He winds and delivers. The 2-2 pitch is a grounder down the third base line, and the count will stay at 2-2. Up next is Josh Youngchild. He's warming up in the on-deck circle. Culp gets his sign. He winds and delivers. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike three, the fourth K of the evening for Cody Culp. That'll bring up Josh Youngchild, the first strikeout victim of the night for the Redmond Dudes. Merchants looking for an out of any kind to get out of this inning. Youngchild playing second tonight. Here's the pitch. It's lifted. Over goes Coyne. He's taking a peek at the line. He's got plenty of room, and he'll make the catch for out number 3, a 1-2-3 inning for Cody Culp and the Merchants defense. When we return, the Merchants will send the bottom third of their order. Diego Altamirano, Max Nealon, and Mickey Coyne to the dish. When we come back, we'll play the top of the third inning. Your Merchants trailed the Redmond Dudes by a score of 3-0. Welcome back. Top of the third inning. Be led off by Diego Altamirano. He's wearing a microphone for us tonight. Hope to get some good sounds. He's on both sides of this game, offense and defense, and he'll lead off the top of the third inning. He'll swing and foul away the first pitch, and the count will go to 0-1. Been leading off an inning. Diego Altamirano hitting .308. Good batting average for Diego. Like to get him on board and see if Nealon can drive him ahead. But first things first, an 0-1 count. It's a Diego Altamirano. The pitch is taken for a strike on the outside corner, and the count goes to 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. It's swung on and missed for strike three. Diego Altamirano sat down on 3 straight strikes, and I'll bring up Max Nealon, playing third base for the Merchants tonight. Nealon, a 122 hitter on the year, but hit balls hard everywhere. He's everywhere he can. That pitch misses outside. Up next is Mickey Coyne. Max Nealon leads the team in stolen bases with 2. Here's the pitch. It's low and away. 2-0 the count to Nealon. On deck is Mickey Coyne, chungs in the hole. Here's the 2-0. It catches to the bottom part of the zone, and the count will go to 2-1. Two and 1 Nealon. Here she comes. The pitch is low, and the count will go to 3-1. Here it comes. Weaver's 3-1 pitch is a swinging hard hit ball down the third base line, but out of play. And the count will fill at 3-2. 3-2 the count to Max Nealon. Infield straight away, as is the outfield. Here's the pitch. It's swung on and fouled down the third base line. We'll go again. Ball boy mishandles it, but picks it up and trots back to the dugout. Big Coyne on deck. Here's the pitch. It's swung on and a chopper right back to the pitcher. He'll soft toss over in time for the second out of the inning. And Mickey Coyne coming up with 2 outs here in the bottom of, or rather, the top of the third inning. Coyne hitting 200 on the season in limited at-bats. So Merchants entering this game have exactly 1,000 plate appearances as a team. They're hitting 267 on the year. Chung on deck should he be needed. And Kobe Blunt in the hole. Here's the pitch. It's a little outside, and the count will go to 1-0. One and 0 the count. The wind and the delivery by Weaver is a hard hit ball, but grounded right to the first baseman. He'll trot over in time for the third out of the inning. A perfect first 3 innings for Robert Weaver. And we'll keep the lead at 3-0 for the Redmond Dudes. We come back, we'll play the bottom of the third inning. Riley Quinton, Clayton Truex, and Grayson O'Neill for the Dudes. When we come back, your Merchants trail the Dudes 3-0. Welcome back. Cody Colvin Company back to work on defense to face the Redmond Dudes lineup. Riley Quinton, the third hole hitter, he'd be followed by Clayton Truex and Grayson O'Neill in this bottom of the third inning. Merchants trail the Dudes 3-0 here in the early innings of this ball game. Sun set here at Hartman Park. This first pitch is lifted out to center. Sam Lintz got over towards his right, and he'll make the catch in left center field for the first out of the inning. I'll bring up Clayton Truex, who's 0 for 1 tonight, with a strikeout. No runs on no hits, no errors for your Merchants. 3 runs on 4 hits and no errors for the Redmond Dudes. Cole winds and delivers. The pitch, it skips in to Diego, and the count goes to 1-0. Here it comes. The pitch hit hard down the third base line, deep into left field, but it'll be foul. And the count will go to 1-1. I lost that ball flight path. That ball was well gone if it stayed fair, but just a little foul. It counts 1-1. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's a called strike on the outside corner. And the count will go to 1-2. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's a lifted ball, and it will drop down. Patrick Chung lets it go as Parker's coming over as well. A one-out single for Clayton Truex. He's 1 for 2 tonight. It'll bring up Grayson O'Neill, 1 for 1 with a double and an RBI. Culp thinking things through. He gets back on the mound with a runner on first base. A double play would get him out of the inning and keep the lead at 3-0. Culp looks in and delivers. The pitch, it's a called strike. And the count will go to 0-1. 0-1, Culp ahead of O'Neill. Here he comes. It's inside. Misses inside, and the count goes to 1-1. Merchants return home to Everett on Monday to face the Northwest Honkers, and they'll also play at home on Thursday, playing Laces baseball. Here's the pitch. It's inside as well. Count will go to 2-2. 2-1, rather. No runs on no hits for the Merchants. 3 runs on 5 hits for the Dudes. The starter for the Dudes, Robert Weaver, throwing a perfect game at the moment. This ball lifted down the first base line. Mickey Coyne looking, and it's just out of play off the roof of the dugout. And the count will go to 2-2. Culp checks the signs as O'Neill stands in. Runner takes his lead. Here's the pitch. It's well away. Nice stop there by Diego. And the count will go to 3-2. Fill it up with 1 away. Cody Culp, despite allowing 3 runs on 5 hits through 2 1/3 innings, he's already struck out 4 batters. Looking to do it again here. Here she comes. The full count pitch. It's lifted. This could be trouble. Chung out, and it will not be. The play will not be made. Chung slips and can't make the catch. We'll give him a base hit. And there are runners on first and second base on the Grayson O'Neill bloop single in the center field. Jack Vonderhaar climbs in. He's 1 for 1 tonight with an RBI. Runners on first and second for the Dudes. Clayton Truex on at second base. Grayson O'Neill on at first. And Cody Culp looking to roll a double play ball to get out of the inning. 1 away. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed for strike number 1. A great pitch by Culp to get ahead of the count. For reminder, Cody Culp not scheduled to start today. That was Jared Maxfield. But a non-baseball injury is forcing him to delay his start until Monday. Culp looks in, checks his runners, infield vacates. Here it comes. It's inside, and the count will go to 1-1. Bit of a failed frame by Diego. The pitch was a little bit too far inside, but he got a try. Vonderhaar sets up. As Culp comes set, he's working from the stretch. Here it comes. The 1-1 pitch is lifted straight up down the third base line, but it'll get out of play. That was a very loud foul ball. Not sure what that hit, but hopefully it's not something anyone cares about. 1-2 the count to Jack Vonderhaar. 1 away here in the bottom of the third inning. Merchants trail the Dudes 3-0. Culp looks in, shakes off a pitch, and finds one he likes. Infield out. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss for strike 3, the 5th strikeout of the evening for Cody Culp. It'll bring up Kyle Rodriguez, who's 1-for-1 with an RBI single. 2 away for the Redmond Dudes. And Kyle Rodriguez with a chance to drive in a run. Culp checks his runners. Here comes the pitch. It's a called strike. And the count will go to 0-1. Light breeze out to the left. Outfield tilted that direction slightly. The 0-1 is a check swing ball. That's well away and low. And the count will even at 1-1. Burton's in their blue tops, gray pants, and white lettering. Dudes in their black tops, gray pants, and white lettering. Infield vacates. The pitch hits away, and the count will go to 2-1. Time call. Diego will head out to the mound. For a mound visit, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, 2-1 the count with 2 away in the bottom of the third inning. Welcome back. Cody Culp looking to retire. Kyle Rodriguez to get out of the inning without giving up a run. 3 runs on 6 hits for the Dudes. And the Redmond starter is also spitting a perfect game rather, through 3 innings. Trying to get that reverse jinx working. This pitch is swung on and missed to even the count at 2-2. A great pitch from Cody Culp right out of the mound visit. 2-2 pitch will come. Working from the stretch, Cody Culp checks his runners. Infield vacates. Here it comes. The 2-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Cody Culp strands a pair on his 6th strikeout of the game. When we come back, top of the 4th inning, Patrick Chung, Kobe Blunt, and Sam Linscott will look to break up the perfect game. And we hope that some reverse jinxes start to work for your Merchants. 3-0 your scoreline as we head to the top of the 4th. Welcome back. Patrick Chung leads off the top of the 4th inning for the Merchants as they look to break up a perfect game. Robert Weaver perfect through 3 with a strikeout. Infield straight away, outfield as well. Here's the first pitch to Patrick Chung. It's a swinging ground ball right to the second baseman. The throw over in time for the first out of the inning. Patrick Chung, difficulties at the plate to continue, as he's 0 for his last 6 with only 1 walk. Excuse me, 0 for his last 7 with 1 walk. Kobe Blunt up. He's 0 for 1 tonight. 245 hitter this season. Here's the kick from Weaver, and the pitch is a called strike. Linscott on deck. Peterson in the hole, followed by Swim should he be needed. Here's the wide, and the pitch. It's a swing on. Well hit ball out to left field. You can say goodbye and put it on the board off the light tower. In left field, the leadoff, or a 1-out home run by Kobe Blunt will put the Merchants on the board in a big way. And the score is now 3-1 Redmond over the Merchants. What a home run from Kobe Blunt. (3-1) now. The Redmond Dudes lead the Merchants, and it'll bring up 3-hole hitter Sam Linscott. Here's the pitch from Linscott. It's a swinging ball. Grounded over to the shortstop. The throw across the diamond in time for the second out of the inning. Merchants now with 2 away will send up Bryce Peterson to the dish. Merchants end Robert Weaver's quest for a no-hitter and a perfect game. Granted, it was early. Only threw 3 1/3 innings. But a massive home run for Kobe Blunt. My, oh my. Peterson digs in. Here's the pitch. It's a check swing. It's a called strike on the outside corner. And the count will go to 0-1. Outside corner has been a place of question tonight. Jackson Swim on deck. Here's the wind and the pitch to Peterson. It's low and away. And the count will go to 1-1. One and 1 to Peterson. Here it comes. The pitch is low. No, a called strike instead. Pitch looks like it missed, but the count will go to 1-2. Outside part still a question for both teams. They try to figure out the zone. They'll figure it out. Here's the 1-2. It's a swinging ground ball to the third baseman. Good play. The throw across is in time for the third out of the inning, and that will retire the side. But the Merchants pick up a run on a massive home run to left field by Kobe Blunt. As we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, your Merchants trail the Redmond Dudes by a score of 3-1. Welcome back. Cody Culp with a bit of a run support now, but still not enough to get the lead. 3-1, the Dudes lead over the Everett Merchants here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And Mitchell Harrell will lead off for the Dudes. Culp winds and delivers. The pitch, it swung on and missed for strike one. Culp's allowed 3 runs, all of them earned on 6 hits and 6 strikeouts through 3 innings. Here's the pitch. It's fouled away in on the hands, and the count will go to 0-2. Will Langen will be up next, followed by Chase Hacker. Both batters 0 for 1. Hacker reached on a walk and came around to score. Here's the pitch. It's outside, and the count will go to 1-2. Merchants will send Jackson Swim, Riley Parker, and Diego Altamirano to the dish in the top half of the 5th. This pitch is popped up over as Diego. He makes the basket catch. A great play by Diego to record the first out of the inning. It'll bring up Will Langen. Will Langen 0 for 1 tonight. He grounded out on that incredible effort by Cody Culp. Langen playing left field today. He's a .421 hitter on the season. Culp winds and delivers. The pitch. It's swung on, foul tipped off somebody's mask, and the count will go to 0-1. Infield playing slightly towards the corners. Culp winds and delivers. The 0-1 is outside, and the count will go to 1-1. Here's the 1-1 from Culp. It's a swinging chopper that gets foul, and the count will go to 1-2. One and two the count. 1-2 for Cody Culp. He winds and delivers. The pitch to Langen is a swinging foul tip. A great spoil there by Langen. One and two with the foul ball. Umpires caught a couple of foul balls. Well, he's hanging in there. Infield playing back. Here's the pitch. It's up and in, and the count will even at 2-2. One away, 3-1 the score. Dudes over Merchants, and the count's 2-2. Here it comes to Langen. The pitch is swung on and missed. The 7th strikeout of the afternoon for Cody Culp. It's a swinging strikeout for out number 2 in the bottom of the 4th inning. It'll bring up leadoff man Chase Hacker. 0 for 1 tonight with a strikeout. He walked and came around and scored in the 1st inning. Strikeout in every inning so far for Culp. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown. He pulls back. He went, says the home plate umpire. And the count will go to 0-1. 0-1 the count. Culp winds and delivers. The pitch. It catches a piece of the zone. 0-2 the count. To Chase Hacker. Culp winds. The 0-2 pitch is swung on and missed. The 8th strikeout of the afternoon for Cody Culp. He sits the Redmond Dudes down in order for the 2nd time tonight. And when we return, Jackson Swim, Riley Parker, and Diego Altamirano will look to get the Merchants back in this ballgame. 3-1 your score. The Dudes over the Merchants as we head to the bottom of the 4th. Welcome back. Team leader and PIL leader in batting average, Jackson Swim, up to bat here in the top of the 5th inning. 3-1 your score. The Dudes over the Merchants. Here she comes. The pitch is a little outside for a ball. 1-0 the count. Swim is also 4th in the league in RBIs. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike. And the count leaving at 1-1. On deck is Riley Parker. He'll be followed by Diego Altamirano. Here's the pitch. The 1-1 is a check swing strike. Jackson Swim doesn't like it. Looked to be a little outside. Here she comes. The 1-2 pitch from Weaver is a swinging ground ball to third base. Going to be a tough play. He scoops it up, and the throw over is not in time. An infield single for Jackson Swim. And that'll bring up Riley Parker with 1 on and nobody away. Second hit of the ballgame for the Merchants, and their first base runner as Kobe Blunt's solo home run out to left field was the only other hit of the ballgame. Altamirano on deck. Parker 0 for 1 this evening. Weaver working from the stretch, delivers the pitch. It's a hard hit ball, ground ball right to the third baseman. He'll throw over to second for 1. On to first is not in time. A fielder's choice will get the lead runner. And that'll bring up Diego Altamirano with 1 away. One away. Riley Parker aboard on a fielder's choice that erased Jackson Swim at second base. Diego Altamirano up for his second at-bat of the afternoon. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Altamirano, .264 hitter this season. And here comes the pitch, and it gets back to the screen. Sounded like it might have hit Diego, but instead of wild pitch, my ears are deceiving me, and there's now a runner in scoring position as it'll move up Riley Parker to second base. 0-1, 1-0 the count. Diego with runners on, hitting .207 this season, looking to improve on that number. This ball is grounded to first. Ball is fielded, and the play made, a 3 unassisted ground out for Diego Altamirano, will advance the runner to third base and bring up Max Nealon with a runner on third and 2 away. Nealon this season with runners in scoring position is hitting .235 with a pair of sacrifices, but you can't sacrifice with 2 away. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike at the knees, and the count will go to 0-1. Mickey Coyne on deck. Parker on at third base, 2 away, 0-1 the count in the top of the 5th. Here's the pitch. It's low and away, and the count will go to 1-1. Nick Anderson coaching first base. Bo Blacken over at third. Parker stands and takes his lead. Here's the 1-1. It's a check swing. It's a ball. 2-1 the count. Harold Pyatt standing anxiously near his dugout. Just found out his team received an at-large bid to the NBC World Series, but is hoping to keep things rolling in the PIL and maybe steal the title away from the Studs. Here's the pitch. It's a well-hit ball out to left. On the run, to the warning track, to the wall. Say goodbye. The ball is gone. Nick Anderson, Max Nealon ties the ball game with a 2-run home run. And your Merchants take the lead, or rather tie the ball game, A 2-run, 2-out home run for Max Nealon ties the score at 3-3. All 3 runs scored by the Merchants tonight have been on home runs. A 1-run shot by Kobe Blunt in the 4th, and a 2-run shot by Max Nealon here in the 5th. It'll bring up Mickey Coyne with 2 away in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch, and it's a ground ball to second. He fields it. Throw over is a hopper, and it's an E4. It'll keep the inning alive as Mickey Coyne reaches on the fielding error, or the throwing error, rather, by the second baseman. It'll bring up leadoff man Patrick Chung. Merchants are starting to get things rolling on the offensive side. Reminder, this game, or the last time the Merchants played here, it was a thrilling ball game. 7-5 the final score in the 10th inning. Robert Weaver comes set. Here's the pitch to Chung. It's a strike called at the knees. And the count will go to 0-1. Harold Pyatt doesn't like it. And I agree, it looked a little low. On deck is Kobe Blunt. Hit home runs in back-to-back innings should he come up. Here she comes. The pitch lifted out to right field. Out to the second baseman. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. But the Merchants pick up 2 runs on 2 base hits and leave a man, and also get the benefit of 1 error. Would be return will play the bottom of the 5th inning. Josh Youngchild, Riley Quinton, and Clinton Truex up for the Dudes. We play a tie ball game, 3-all as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back. New third baseman for the Merchants is Nick Anderson. He replaces Max Nealon in the same inning that he hit a 2-run home run to tie the ball game. Cody Culp still on the bump. He's looking to earn a no decision or maybe even a win if the Merchants can pick up some extra runs in the top of the 6th inning. But first things first, he'll face Josh Youngchild, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Here she comes. The pitch is a called strike. 8 strikeouts on the evening for Cody Culp. 3-3 your score. Here's the wind. And the pitch from Cody. It's a ball outside. It bounces in the right-handers or right side batter's box. And the count leaving it 1-1. Here's the pitch. It's fouled into the screen. And we'll do it again. Or excuse me, we will see a 1-2 pitch. One and 2. Cody Culp winds and delivers. The pitch. It's up high. Count leaving it 2-2. Riley Quinton on deck. Clayton Truex on deck. Or in the hole, rather. Here she comes. The 2-2 from Cody Culp. It hits the man. And a nobody out leadoff base runner for the Redmond Dudes is Josh Youngchild on via the hit by pitch. Riley Quinton up. Merchants looking to roll a double play to get 2 away and clear the base paths. On deck is Clayton Truex. Grayson O'Neill in the hole should he be needed. Merchants looking to keep this game tied. Culp checks the runner, who takes his lead. Here's the pitch from Culp. It's taken up high for a ball. Long hold there by Diego. Wanted to get the call, but couldn't. Quinton's 1 for 2 tonight with a single. He came around to score in the first inning. He also flew out to Sam Linscott in center field. Here's the pitch. It's a ground ball to Riley Parker, who can't handle it. The throw to second, not in time, says the umpire. So a E6 will put the runner on first base. On a failed fielder's choice. So fielder's choice E6 will leave everybody safe. Nobody out 2 on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Clayton Truex will look to drive in a run. Take the lead back for the Dudes. Culp checks second and delivers. The pitch is lifted high into right field. Sam Linscott, or rather Jackson Swim over. The runner tags. The throw over is a good one. It holds both runners. And a fly out to Jackson Swim will put the double play back in order to end the inning. Should they be able to get Grayson O'Neill to roll into one, but this is not the man you want to see up in this situation. He's 2 for 2 tonight with an RBI and a double. And a run scored. Culp looking to get out of the inning without giving up a run and the lead. Bottom 5. Merchants lead, or rather Merchants are tied with the Dudes. Their score is 3-3. 1 away, 2 on for the Dudes. Culp working from the stretch. He comes set. Checks the runner. Here it comes. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 1. Eight Ks on the evening for Cody Culp. 7 swinging strikeouts. An excellent night for Cody Culp. Gave up 3 runs in the first, but really settled down since. Checks the runner. Here it comes. The 0-1 is a lifted ball into right field. This has a chance to settle, and it's a nice... No, it's not. It's a fair ball. And everybody moves up a station on this base hit. Looks like Cody or Mickey Coyne may have made a play on that ball, but he did not. And the bases are loaded with 1 away here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Cody Culp's in a big spot here. Jack Vonderhaar up next. He's 1 for 2 with a single, an RBI, and a strikeout. Diego working with his corner infielders to get a plan going. Double play depth, corners in. Waiting for the squeeze play, perhaps. This pitch is a little outside, and the count will go to 1-0. Culp in a big spot here. Needs to get out of this inning, or the run or the lead will be surrendered. Vonderhaar readies in his left-handed batter's box. Culp from the stretch. Here it comes. The pitch is lifted to center field. Peterson calls him off. The throw in is in time, but he can't make the play. Backed up by Cody Culp. And a sacrifice fly will score a run. And they also advance a base runner on the throw. So runners on the corners, 4-3 now. The Redmond Dudes lead the Merchants. Bryce Peterson calling off Sam Linscott out there in right center field. An interesting call there. And the throw was offline, and it plated a run. 4-3 the lead. Here's the pitch. It's fouled away into the screen. And count will go to 0-1. Culp now in line for the loss. Should this result hold. Kyle Rodriguez 1 for 2 tonight. Single and RBI and a swinging strikeout. 2 away with runners on the corners. Infield's playing straight up. Any out would do. Here it comes. The pitch is swung on and missed. For strike 2, the throw down. And they'll come home. The tag is in time. 2-4-2, caught stealing. And that will retire the side. The runner appears injured. And we will check on the runner. He walks back to the dugout now. Caught stealing, 2-4-2 goes the play. And that will retire the side. When we come back, the Merchants look to get to tie or take the lead here in the top of the 6th inning. Kobe Blunt, Sam Linscott, and Bryce Peterson will be the batters when we return. You're watching Everett Merchants Baseball at Hartman Park. Welcome back. Cody Blunt will lead off the inning, looking to tie the game once again as he started the scoring off for the Merchants. A solo home run in the 4th broke up the perfect game. 4-3, the Dudes lead the Merchants. Here's the pitch. Button shown. He pulls back and takes the ball. 4 runs on 7 hits, 1 error for the Redmond Dudes. 3 runs on 3 hits and an error for the Everett Merchants. Linscott on deck. Peterson in the hole. Here's the pitch. It's swung on. It's a lifted ball out to center field, and the play is made in center. Straight away shot. We'll bring up Sam Linscott with 1 away and nobody on. Sam Linscott over 2 tonight. Looking to get aboard any way you can. Peterson on deck and swim in the hole. Here's the pitch. It's a strike called on the outside corner. And the count will go to 0-1. Here's the wind. And the pitch to Linscott. Check swing. It's a called strike on the outside corner. 2 borderline strikes. Gets an 0-2 count to Sam Linscott. Here's the swing. And the pitch from Robert Weaver. It's a swing and a miss. Out of ball in the dirt. And the count will, or rather, the second out of the inning is a strikeout for Sam Linscott. I'll bring up Peterson with 2 away. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Peterson on the year with 2 outs. Sitting 300. 3 for 10 with a walk and 6 total bases. Jackson Swim on deck. I'd love to see him up in this situation. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Here's the pitch. It's lifted, but it gets out of play and it'll go foul. 0-1 the count. Top of the 6th inning for the Merchants. They trail 4-3. Here's the wind and the kick from Weaver. It's swung on and lifted. Pounded out to right center field, and that one will hit off the fence. Peterson heading to second. He's going to head back to first, and the throw will get away. A single for Peterson, and he really should have been thrown out at first base. Tried to stretch a single into a double that really wasn't there. Runner on first base is Bryce Peterson. He gets a single on a really dangerous play. Nearly got thrown out on a ball off the fence. It took a really good hop for the Dudes, and it held the runner at first base. On deck is Riley Parker. Jackson Swim up to bat. looking to pick up his first RBI on the night. He's 1 for 2. Here's the pitch. Swim will take a pitch high, and the count will go to 1-0. Swim will wait for the pitch. 1-0 the count. Here it comes. It's outside. 2-0 the count. Parker on deck. Time call, and we'll have a mountain visit. We're going to take a quick break. 1-0 the count. Jackson Swim with 2 away in the top of the 6th inning. 4-3 the Dudes lead. Welcome back. Jackson Swim faces a 1-0 or a 2-0 count. 2-0 the count, 2 away. Jackson Swim looks to drive in a run or advance Peterson at the least. 2-0 the count to Swim. Team leader in batting average. Runner goes. The pitch is fouled away, and the count will go to 2-1. Good break by Peterson. Not sure he would have got there. Would have taken a good throw by the catcher to throw him out. Four, 3, top of the 6th. 1-2 the count. Here it comes. It's low and away. 3-1 the count to Jackson Swim. Riley Parker's on deck. Should he be needed? He's 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored. Robert Weaver looks in and delivers. The 3-1 pitch. It's low and away, and the count, or rather, a walk issue to Jackson Swim. It'll bring up Riley Parker. Parker 0 for 2 tonight with a run scored on a fielder's choice. And with 2 outs this season, Parker hitting 148 with 4 hits and hitting 190 with runners in scoring position. Overall hitting 141. Not a great bat this year, but he's been able to hit the ball hard. And is an excellent glove at shortstop, despite the error today. Here's the pitch. It's low. No, a strike called. And the count will go to 0-1. Diego on deck. Weaver gets the sign. He likes what he sees. He throws it in, and it's low and away. Count will go to 1-1. Peterson on at second. Jackson Swim on at first base. Nealon coaching first. And Bo Blacken over at third base. 1-1 the count. 2 outs. Runner goes. The pitch outside. No throw. A stolen bag for Bryce Peterson. Puts runners on the corners. Riley Parker with a chance to drive in a run with a hit anywhere. Altamirano warming up on deck, should he be needed. 2-1 the count. Parker will wait for Weaver's pitch. Here it comes. The pitch is outside. 3-1 the count. And a great opportunity for the Merchants. There it comes. Runner goes. The pitch swung on and missed. No throw down. The count will run full, and Jackson Swim steals second base. Runners on second and third, and a full count to Riley Parker with 2 away. 4-3 the Dudes lead. Merchants looking to take the lead with a well-hit ball anywhere. Robert Weaver steps off. Climbs back in. Diego swings in the on-deck circle. Parker waits for the pitch. Here it comes. The pitch is fouled into the netting, and the count will stay full. Massive spot for the Merchants and a huge at-bat for Riley Parker here in the 6th inning, down 4-3. Weaver comes set. Here it comes. The pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that'll retire the side. The Merchants leave the bases loaded. Or excuse me, the Merchants leave 2 runners on a hit and don't pick up a run. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Your Merchants trail the Redmond Dudes 4-3. Welcome back. Cody Culp still on the mound. New catcher is Jack Schuer. As Diego Altamirano's night is done here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss. Count goes to 0-1. Merchants trail 4-3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. They'll have 3 more innings to tie or take the lead. This ball is inside, and the count will go to 1-1. Culp gets the sign and delivers. The 1-1 is a called strike, and the count will go to 1-2. Mitchell Harrell up next, followed by Will Langen. Here she comes. The 1-2 is well away. Good stop there by Jack. And the count will even at 2-2. Two and two. Culp delivers. The pitch is swung on and lifted in the infield. Anderson calls off Culp and makes the play for out number 1. Mitchell Harrell up next. 0 for 2 tonight for Harrell. Infield, straight away and deep. Here's the pitch. It's a strike, just catching a piece of that inside corner. Beautiful pitch from Culp. Culp working quickly. He delivers. The pitch. It's a little high, and the count leaving at 1-1. Culp winds quickly again. The pitch is low and away, and the count will go to 2-1. Four, 3 the score. Here's the pitch. Culp induces a swinging strike, and the count will go to 2-2. Here it comes. The 2-2 pitch is lifted but foul, out of play. And the count will stay 2-2. 8 Ks on the evening for Cody Culp. Here's the wind. And the 2-2 pitch is fouled away into the backstop, and we'll do it again. The 6th pitch of the at-bat, or excuse me, the 7th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Culp winds and delivers. The 2-2, it's swung on and missed. The 8th strikeout of the evening for Cody Culp. Excuse me, the 9th strikeout of the evening for Cody Culp. He's having a heck of a night, despite giving up 4 runs on 7 hits. Will Langen climbs in. He's 0 for 2 tonight with the strikeout. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike. Starting on the right foot is Cody Culp in this at-bat. Takes a deep breath. Winds and delivers. The pitch is swung on and missed, and the count quickly at 0-2. Cody Culp looking for his 10th K of the evening. Bottom of the 6th inning, 4-3, the Dudes lead. Here it comes. The 0-2 count pitch is a called strike 3, the 10th strikeout of the evening for Cody Culp. And it keeps the scoreline at 4-3. When we come back, we'll play the top of the 7th inning. Jack Sheward, Nick Anderson, and Mickey Coyne up for your Merchants when we come back to Hartman Park. Welcome back. Jack Sheward, the pinch or the defensive substitution at catcher, will lead off this inning and face a new catcher, Calvin Wood, the left-handed hurler on the mound. He'll be followed by Nick Anderson and Mickey Coyne. Jack readies. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's a called strike on the outside corner, and the count goes to 0-1. Top of the 7th inning, 4-3, the Dudes lead the Merchants. Here's the wind. And the pitch from Calvin Wood, it's a swinging foul ball out of play, and the count's 0-2. Oh, and 2, Nick Anderson on deck. Anderson yet to record a plate appearance. Here's the wind from Wood. And the pitch. It'll miss outside. Good take by Jack, and the count will even at 1-2. Here she comes. The 1-2 pitch is a swinging foul ball off of Jack's foot. He's got to walk that one off. The count will stay 1-2. Got him right on the ankle. He'll take a minute to walk that one off. Merchants only carrying 2 catchers this season. He's got to get back in the box, and he looks all right. Number of emergency catchers the Merchants do have. Kobe Blunt is one of them. Sheward climbs in, facing a 1-2 count. Looking to get aboard. He leads off the inning. Wood winds and delivers the 1-2. It's swung on a slicing foul ball out of play on the right field line. And the count will stay 1-2. Oh, 1-2. The count to Sheward. Looks to get aboard for Nick Anderson and Mickey Coyne. Here's the wind. And the pitch, it's taken low. An excellent take by Jack on a pitch that looks like it may have caught a part of the plate, and the count will go to 2-2. Two and two with nobody out. Leading off the inning is Jack Sheward. Here it comes. The 2-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's the first out of the side. It'll bring up Nick Anderson in his first at-bat of the evening. Nick Anderson hitting 186 on the season. He's second on the team in walks with 15. Here's the wind. And the pitch. It's inside, and it gets a piece of Nick Anderson. He'll send him to first base on a hit by pitch. Nick Anderson on first base. It'll bring up Mickey Coyne, who's 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the 5th inning, but was stranded a batter later. Chung on deck, should he be needed. Wood checks the runners and delivers. The pitch, it catches a piece of the zone, says the umpire. And the count will go to 0-1. Chung up next. He's 0 for 3. Wood working from the stretch. The lefty comes home. The pitch is a little high, or perhaps inside, and the count will go to 1-1. Merchants 3 runs on 4 hits and an error against. Dudes have 4 runs on 7 hits and an error against. Wood sets and comes home. The 1-1 is like called strike. Looked to be away, but a strike called. 1-2. The count to Mickey Coyne. Looking to move up Nick Anderson. Pick-off move is a good one, but not in time. Wood waves off a pitch. Action in the bullpen from both clubs. Gavin Bullock for your Merchants is getting warm. Here it comes. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 3. And the second out of the inning is recorded. It'll bring Patrick Chung up with 1 on and 2 away in the top of the 7th inning. Chung looking to get aboard and move up Altamirano. Or excuse me, move up Nick Anderson. Anderson takes his lead. Chung in his lefty batter's box. He'll face Calvin Wood. Left on left matchup. Infield straight up. Here's the pitch. It's a strike on the outside corner. The zone appears to be expanding here late. On deck is Kobe Blunt, 1 for 3 with a home run out to left. Comes set. Wood checks the runner. Long hold. Here's the pitch. It's a strike called, and the count goes to 0-2. Oh and 2, Kobe Blunt on deck. Should he be needed? But first things first, 0-2, 2 outs. Runner on first base is Nick Anderson in a 4-3 game that the Dudes lead in the top of the 7th. Chung waits for the pitch. Wood sets. Here it goes. The runner goes, and it's a ball outside, and the catcher let it go as a passed ball will advance the runner. And a runner now on second base, 1-2 the count to Patrick Chung. Chung, 15 RBIs on the season, good for 4th on the team. Batting .500 with runners in scoring position, and .333 with 2 outs. So good numbers for Chung. Looking to make something happen here and pick up his first hit in the last 2 games. Infield vacates. Here it comes. The 1-2 is a spoiled ball. Great spoil there by Patrick Chung. Just able to get a piece of that one and send it into the netting. And we'll do 1-2 again. One and two to Pat Chung. Runner on second base is Nick Anderson. Hit by pitch and a passed ball. 2 away here in the top of the 7th inning. Merchants trail 4-3. Calvin Wood delivers. The pitch is another foul ball, and we'll go again. 6th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Kobe Blunt on deck. Umpire signals ready to play. 1-2 the count with Anderson on at second base, 2 away. Merchants trail 4-3. Chung looking to drive in the tying run. Calvin Wood comes set. He'll check the runner. Time is called by Patrick Chung. 3 runs on 4 hits and an error for the Merchants. 4 runs on 7 hits and an error for the Redmond Dudes. Big spot here. So Merchants threatening on the top of the 7th. Wood comes set. He'll check the runner. Infield vacates. Here's the 1-2 pitch. It's swung and fouled away. And we'll do the 1-2 once again. Just barely missing Kobe Blunt in the on-deck circle. A massive spot for Patrick Chung and this Merchant offense. 7th pitch upcoming. Patrick Chung facing Calvin Wood. Calvin comes set. Here's the pitch. The 1-2 is outside, and the count will go to 2-2. The 8th pitch of the at-bat upcoming on a 2-2 count. Chung looking for a hit to drive in Nick Anderson, who stands on second. Right side on the grass, left side playing in. Calvin Wood comes set, a long hold. Here he comes. The 2-2 is well away, and we'll see a full count and the 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Great battle here between Calvin Wood and Patrick Chung, and the lead of this ballgame may be at stake. Top 7. 4-3, the Dudes lead, and a full count to Patrick Chung. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Nick Anderson on second base. Wood checks the runner. Here it comes. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and lifted towards the shortstop. He's there, and he'll make the play, and that will retire the side. The Merchants leave a man on, no hits, no errors, and 1 left on. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Your score, the Merchants 3 and the Redmond Dudes 4. Welcome back. Chase Hacker will lead off the inning. Cody Culp stays on the mound to pitch his 7th inning of the afternoon. Jake Tilley will finish the evening at first base. Your new infield is Nick Anderson at third base, Bradley Parker at shortstop, Patrick Chung at second, and Jake Tilley at first base. Chase Hacker leads off the inning, and he will watch a first pitch strike go by, and the count goes to 0-1. Hacker's 0 for 2 tonight with a walk and a run scored. Here's the 0-1. It's taken for a ball just outside, and the count will leave it at 1-1. There's the wind, and the 1-1. It's a called strike. A 1-2 the count to Chase Hacker. Cody Culp on 10 strikeouts through 6 innings. Here's the wind, and the 1-2. It's a well-hit ball into the left center field gap. It will be cut off by Sam Linscott, and a single to lead off the inning for Chase Hacker. We'll bring up Josh Youngchild. Youngchild 0 for 2 tonight with a hit by pitch. He scored an unearned run in the 5th inning. Riley Quinton will follow. Runner on first base. Culp looks in. And readies. Here's the pitch. It's a bunt shown and a strike called. Count goes to 0-1. Runner was headed to second base, but able to get back in time on the failed bunt. Youngchild climbs back in. Waits for Cody Culp's pitch. He checks the runner and comes set. Here's the 0-1. It's a bunt that goes foul on the count. 0-2. Bunt's likely off now with 2 strikes. Oh, and 2 the count to Josh Youngchild, who's 0 for 2 with a walk and an unearned run in the 5th inning. Culp looking for his 11th K of the night. Here it comes. The pitch swung on and missed, and the 11th strikeout of the evening is recorded for Cody Culp. 9th swinging strikeout of the ball game for Cody Culp. 2 called, and we'll bring up Riley Quinton. Quinton is 1 for 3 tonight. He reached on an error on a failed fielder's choice and a single. He came around to score in the first. Climbs in. Culp looking for a double play to get out of the inning. Here it comes. The pitch. Runner goes. Jack Stewart throws down. It's offline. And a stolen bag on a ball called. We'll put a runner on second base and take the double play out of order. One and 0 the counts to Riley Quinton with a runner on second base, a 4-3 lead for the Redmond Dudes. Merchants have 2 innings left to try to take the lead back from Redmond. Here it comes. The pitch from Culp is a chopper out in front of the mound. Nick Anderson will field it. The throw over is in time for the second out of the inning, but it'll advance the runner. Put a runner on third base with 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Clayton Truex up to the dish. 1 for 3 tonight with a single. He's struck out once in the first. Cody Culp looking for his 12th K of the evening or an out of any kinds to get out of this inning. Here it comes. The pitch is outside and a little low for ball 1. Chase Hacker is bluffing down the third base line. Outfield shaded slightly to the left. Middle infield near the cut of the grass. Here's the 1-0. It's a swing and a miss. And the count will leave it at 1-1. A big swing and a miss there. Culp shakes off a call, finds one he likes. 1-1 the count, runner on third. Here's the pitch. It's lifted, but it'll get out of play, and the count will go to 1-2. Glad I parked my car across the street. There's been some foul balls getting out of the stadium tonight. 1-2 the count to Clayton Truex. Cody Culp looking for his 12th K of the evening, and to keep the score line 4-3. Here's the pitch. It's a line shot, just foul down the third base line, and the count will stay at 1-2. Chase Hacker nearly out on the most unfortunate of plays in baseball there, getting hit in the base paths, but able to get out of the way just in time. Culp facing Clayton Truex, the man on third and 2 away, and a 1-2 count. Finds a call he likes. Here it comes. The 1-2 pitch is outside, and the count will go to 2-2. Up next for your Merchants will be Kobe Blunt, Sam Linscott, and Bryce Peterson. 2, 3, 4 in the order. At first things first, 2-2 count, 2 outs. Runner on third base, and a 4-3 lead for the Redmond Dudes. Cody Culp looking to get out of the inning. Here's the 2-2. It's a foul tip that gets by Jack Sheward, and we'll do it again. Two and two. Cody Culp will engage the rubber and look in. Play is called. Culp comes set. He delivers. The 2-2, it just misses, says the home plate umpire. The count runs full. Questionable ball call there, and gets a full count to Clayton Truex. Here's the full count pitch. It's a ground ball to the shortstop. Parker's got it. The throw over is in time for the outs. No harm, no foul on the missed strikeout. And that will retire the side. One man stranded on one hit. No runs across the plate, no errors. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Your score, the Merchants 3 and the Redmond Dudes 4. Welcome back. Top of the 8th inning. Your Merchants trail the Dudes 4-3, and they'll send Kobe Blunt, Sam Linscott, and Bryce Peterson to the dish to try to tie or take the lead against Calvin Wood. Wood winds and delivers the pitch to Kobe Blunt. It's outside, and the count goes to 1-0. Kobe Blunt 1 for 3 tonight. He started the scoring off this evening with a solo shot off the light post in left field. Here's the pitch. It's a strike called on the outside corner. That's the strike that Cody Culp thought he had in the last inning, but different inning, different result. Top of the 8th inning. Calvin Wood looks and he winds and delivers. The 1-1 pitch is swung and fouled away into the screen, and we'll see a 1-2 count. Linscott on deck. He'll be followed by Peterson. And Jackson Swim. Should he be needed? Kobe Blunt climbs in. Here it comes. The 1-2 is a grounder right to the second baseman. Double clutches, but throws over in time for the first out of the inning. And I'll bring up Sam Linscott. Sam Linscott 0 for 3 tonight. Looking to get aboards for Peterson and Swim. Merchants trail 4-3 in the top of the 8th inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. It's a called ball. Misses just outside, and the count will go to 1-0. Peterson on deck, 1 for 3 tonight with the single. Here's the 1-0 to Sam. It's a swinging foul ball off the screen. Didn't hear that one come down. Count will go to 1-1. Calvin Wood working on the bump. Sam Linscott stands in. Here it comes. The 1-2, the 1-1 pitch is low and inside. Count will go to 2-1. Linscott looking. It's in a bit of a slump. Here's the 2-1 pitch. It's a swing and a miss, and the count will even at 2-2. Jackson Swim in the hole. Peterson on deck, and Sam Linscott looking to get aboard so the Merchants can drive in a couple. First things first, Sam with 1 away. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss for strike number 3, and that's the second out of the inning. It'll bring up Bryce Peterson. Peterson 1 for 3 tonight. Looking to get aboard. He's the tying run. With 2 outs this season, Bryce Peterson hitting .300, 3 for 10 with a walk. He looks to get aboard here for the Merchants. Calvin Wood winds and delivers. The pitch is a well-hit ball into right field. Peterson thought that ball was going to be caught, but so he will only get 1 bag. A single in to right field will bring up Jackson Swim with a man aboard. Swim is 1 for 2 tonight with a walk and a single. Parker on deck, should he be needed. And Jackson Swim looking to improve on his league-leading and team-leading batting average. A hit would likely put him over 400 on the season. Here it comes. The first pitch is a called strike. Oh, and 1 to Swim. Peterson takes his lead to the cut of the grass. Throw back. Time was called. A very exciting pickoff move, but time called instead. Nothing doing. Thought he was safe anyways at first base. 0-1 the count. Throw over. That one was closer, but still not in time. Peterson taking some mighty big leads. Oh, and 1 the count for Swim. He's facing Calvin Wood. Here it comes. The pitch is swung on and missed. And the count will go to 0-2. Swim looking to stay in this count, compete, and live to see another pitch. But he's got to face no 2 count to get there. Looking for a well-hit ball in the gap to score Peterson. Calvin Wood comes set. Looks in and delivers. The 0-2, runner goes, and this one hits Swim. He'll hustle over to first base. This 3rd time on board tonight. once on a hit, once on a walk, and once on a hit by pitch. Put runners on first and second base with Riley Parker climbing up to the dish. Riley Parker with a chance to drive in a run. And we'll have a mound visit. Out comes the manager for the Redmond Dudes. And we'll have a short break. When we come back, Riley Parker will look to drive in the tying run. 4-3, the Dudes lead the Merchants. Here's as we play in the top of the 8th inning. Welcome back. Riley Parker stands in with two away. And runners on first and second. Merchants threatening for the 4th consecutive inning. They need to pick up a run here to tie this ball game. Calvin Wood looks in, gets the signs from his catcher, and comes set. Runner on second is Peterson. Runner on first is Swim. Jackson Short in the hole. Here it comes. The pitch is outside, and the count goes to 1-0. That outside corner to the righty bat has been pretty fluctuant today. Not a lot of consistency on that outside corner, but Merchants get the call there. Infield vacates as Wood comes home. The pitch is swung on and missed. A big hack, and the count will leave it at 1-1. Schubert on deck. Riley Parker 0 for 3 tonight, but reached and scored on a fielder's choice. Long hold from Calvin Wood. Still looking in. Time called, and Parker will step out. Calvin Wood looks in. Gets the sign and holds. He comes set. Checks the runners. And comes home. The 1-1 is taken low, and a good take there by Parker, and the count goes to 2-1. Shaq Stewart on deck. He's 0 for 1 tonight. The batting average right around 300 on the season. Long hold by Wood. He comes set. Infield vacates. The pitch. The 2-1 is taken outside. 3-1 the count to Riley Parker. And we will see a 3-1 count with a 2 on and 2 away here in the top of the 8th inning. Merchants need a run to tie this ball game at 4 and turn it over to their bullpen to try to get this game into the 9th. The 3-1 pitch from Calvin Wood is on its way, and it's a cold strike on the knees, and the count will fill at 3-2. Jack Sheward on deck, should he be needed. But first things first, a payoff pitch coming to Riley Parker. Looking for a ball in the gap. Outfield playing in. Here's the wind and the pitch from Wood. Runners go. The pitch is fouled away down the third base line, and we'll do it again. Good protection hack there by Riley Parker. Stewart on deck. Nick Anderson in the hole. And time is called by the catcher. He'll head out to the mound. Give Riley Parker a minute to think about things, and we'll take a short break. Payoff pitch on the way with 2 outs. Welcome back. A very short break. It's the third mound visit of the evening by the Redmond Dudes without a pitching change. Riley Parker will face a payoff pitch with 2 away and 2 on, trailing 4-3 in the top of the 8th inning, a massive at-bat. Calvin Wood comes set, checks the runners, and comes home. The payoff pitch is swung on right at the second baseman. He'll play it on a hop. The throw over is in time, and that will retire the side. The Merchants strand 2 base runners on 1 hit and no errors, and 2 left on. When we come back, we'll play the bottom of the 8th inning. The Redmond Dudes lead the Everett Merchants by a score of 4-3. Welcome back to Hartman Park. Play the bottom of the 8th inning. New pitcher for the Merchants is number 14, Gavin Bullock. He'll replace Cody Culp, who pitched 7 strong innings, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. And Gavin Bullock takes over. 8 appearances for Gavin Bullock, 2 starts, a 2-1 record, a 15 and a third inning pitched. He has allowed 5 runs, 4 of them earned, 17 hits and 9 strikeouts and 3 walks. His walks per 9 is second best on the team. Leading off the inning for the Redmond Dudes is Grayson O'Neill. O'Neill is 3 for 3 with a double and a pair of singles. He's also scored a run. Infield shifted ever so slightly to the left, as is the outfield. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike on the outside corner, and the count goes to 0-1. Just past the 2-hour mark of this baseball game. Bullock, he delivers the pitch. It's a swinging foul ball, and the count goes to 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. Gavin Bullock standing on the rubber. Here it comes. The 0-2 pitch is lifted out to center field. Sam Linscott charging. He'll make the play for out number 1. I'll bring up Jack Vonderhaar. Or it's a new batter, excuse us, pinch hitter. Brian Pino, pinch hitting for Jack Vonderhaar. Brian Pino checking in now. $15 for 10. It sounds like he will come in for $15 for 10. He'll replace the designated hitter. So Jack Vonderhaar's night's over. He was 1 for 2 with a sacrifice fly, a single, and a pair of RBIs. Brian Pino will watch the first pitch go by, and it's a called strike at the knees on the outside corner. And the count goes to 0-1. Bullock looks in and delivers. The 0-1. It's a swinging strike, number 2. And the count goes to 0-2. Gavin Bullock starting this outing out in spectacular fashion. 5 pitches, 5 strikes, and an out. Here's the 0-2. It's a swing and a miss at a ball in the dirt. This gets by Jack Sheward. And he will reach first base on a dropped strike 3. Sheward ran into the home plate umpire on his way to that ball. An unfortunate break for Jack and this team, but a strikeout for Gavin Bullock. He'll face Kyle Rodriguez, who's 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Runner gets his lead. Here's the pitch. It bounces in. Good stop by Jack. And the first ball of the inning will get a 1-0 count to Kyle Rodriguez. One 1-0. Bullock on the bump with a runner on, a 4-3 deficit for the Merchants. Here's the pitch. It's away and low, and the count will go to 2-0. Gavin Bullock readies. Big spot for the Merchants. A double play would get him out of the inning and turn it over to their offense in the top of the 9th. Here it comes. The 2-0. Runner goes. Bunt shown. It's a beauty. Gavin Bullock picks up, fires to first, and it's kicked away. An infield single will put the runner at third base, and runners on the corners. And an error will advance the runner from second to third. Jack Sheward, frustrated. Infield single plus an error will advance the runner to third base, and runners on the corners now for Mitchell Harrell. 4-3, the Merchants trailed the Dudes with runners on the corners. Here's the pitch. It's a ball into right field, and that will score a run. The throw in by Jackson Swim will keep the runners where they're at, but a run will score on the RBI single by Mitchell Harrell. And that will bring up J.J. Valencia. Time called, and the pitching coach, Brandon Mahovlich, is coming out to the dish, or to the bump. 5-3, the Merchants trail the Dudes. We'll take a quick break. Welcome back. 5-3, the Merchants trail the Dudes here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Dudes are threatening once again. They just scored a run on an RBI single by Mitchell Harrell, and there's runners on first and second with one away here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Merchants are going to have to get at least 2 in the top of the 9th, but work still to be done with only one away. J.J. Valencia will check his swing. Did he go? He did, says the home plate umpire, and the count goes to 0-1. Valencia, 186 hitter on the season. It's his first time to the dish tonight for the Dudes. Light breeze out to left field. Gavin Bullock on the bump. Time called and granted to J.J. Valencia. Bullock looking for a ground ball. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. It's a chopper in front of the mound. Jack Stewart will take it. Throw over to first base. Hits the runner. And the run will score there. Call that an RBI single. They're going to ask for interference. And before we score anything, we're going to let Harold talk this out. He was on the inside of the base paths. Harold Pyatt coming out to argue. Looked to me like J.J. Valencia was on the inside of the path. It was a question of whether or not it actually interfered with Jack's throw. And we're going to take a quick break while this argument takes place. 6-3 if this holds, 5-3 if it's out. If it doesn't, we'll be right back. Welcome back. No interference called, and an RBI single for J.J. Valencia puts runners on the corners. And a 6-3 Dudes lead. (6-3). Leadoff man Chase Hacker up to bat. Here's the pitch. It's a called strike on the inside corner. And the count goes to 0-1. 2 runs scored in this inning on 3 hits and an error. With 2 still on, runners on the corners. Gavin Bullock looks in. He delivers. The pitch, it's outside, and the count will leave it at 1-1. One and one away. Runners on the corners. 6-3. The Dudes lead the Merchants. And Gavin Bullock on the bump. Here he comes. The pitch lifted sky high. Parker makes the catch for out number 2. Josh Youngchild up next. He's 0 for 3. Was hit by a pitch and scored an unearned run in the top of the 5th, or the bottom of the 5th inning. Runners get their leads. 2 away. Runners on the corners. 6-3 Dudes lead. Bullock looking to limit the damage. Runners go. Here's the pitch. Strike called. The throw down, not in time. Runner coming home. And he's caught in a run down. He's going to come home. Jack Stewart's going to chase him down. And that's a beautiful play by Jack Stewart. Caught stealing at the dish again. 2-4-2 the putout. And that will retire the side. The Dudes pick up 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 man left on base. We head to the top of the 9th inning. Last ups for the Merchants. They'll send Jack Stewart, Nick Anderson, and Jake Tilley to the dish. Welcome back. Last ups for your Merchants. They trail 6-3 after 2 more across the dish. In the bottom of the 8th inning, new pitcher for the Redmond Dudes, or rather, new catcher behind the plate is Brian Soloka, and the new pitcher is Alex Hansen. Jack Stewart will lead it off. He'll be followed by Nick Anderson. Here's the wind and the pitch from Hansen. It's up high for ball 1. Jack Stewart, when leading off an inning, sitting .500. 1 hit on 2 at-bats and 2 walks. So good numbers for Jack. Here's the 1-0. It's a little low and outside. A big-time fastball there that missed. Harold Pyatt signaling for a possible bunt attempt here. Here it comes. The pitch is a taken ball. 3-0 the count. If Jack reaches the tying run, would be in the batter's box or in the on-deck circle. The 3-0 is up high. A 4-pitch walk to lead off the inning. And that's how you start an inning if you're the Everett Merchants and looking to get back in this ball game. Bring up Nick Anderson, who's still yet to record a plate appearance. He was hit by a pitch in his first time to the dish in this game. 6 runs on 11 hits and an error for the Dudes. 3 runs on 5 hits, 2 errors for the Merchants. Here comes the pitch. It's taken for a strike. Looked a little up. Merchants dugout doesn't like it. Can't blame him. It looked high. The 0-1 from Hansen is outside and up. And the count will leave it at 1-1. Diego still on the mic over there in the dugout, hoping to get some good sounds from him in this inning. But most importantly, looking for the win. Here's the 1-1. It's a big swing and a miss. Nick Anderson tried to pull within a run on one swing there. And the count will go to 1-2. 1-2. Big spot for the Merchants if they want to sweep away the Redmond Dudes this season. Runner goes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. The runner takes third base easily. A stolen bag for Jack Stewart. And it'll bring up Jake Tilley for his first time up at the dish. 195 hitter on the season. He's got a chance to drive in a run here with a hit. Tilley, only 1 hit this season with runners in scoring position. He has walked once and been hit by a pitch 5 times. Leads the team in hit by pitches this season. This ball is high for ball 1. Jake Tilley this season leads the team in hit by pitches. 9 times he's been hit by a pitch. Here comes the pitch. It's a called strike. Tilley leads the entire PIL in hit by pitches with 10. I have my numbers off by 1, it appears. Long hold, time issued. 1-1 the count with 1 away and a runner on second. One with 1 away and a runner on second base in Jack Stewart. Tilley in the batter's box. On deck is Patrick Chung. Lineup can turn over right here with a hit. Here's the pitch. It's a little outside. 2-1 the count. Big time spot for the Merchants. They trail 6-3 in the top of the 9th inning with 1 away. Here's the pitch. It's up high. 3-1 the count to Jake Tilley. Patrick Chung up next. He'll be followed by Kobe Blunt and Sam Linscott. Here she comes. The 3-1 pitch is outside, and the tying run will come to the dish in the form of Patrick Chung, who's 0 for 4 tonight. But on this season, Chung is hitting .365, the second best on the team. And with runners in scoring position, he's hitting .500, 12 of 24. He also has a walk, 2 hit by pitches, and 17 RBIs. Best for second on the team in that category as well. Behind him is Kobe Blunt. Here's the pitch. It's a take and strike down the heart of the plate. And they kind of go to 0-1. 0-1 the count. Chung looking to get aboard. Here's the pitch. It's high and inside, and the count will go to 1-1. 1-1 the count. To Patrick Chung looking to move the runners up. Here it comes. The pitch lifted sky high. A pop fly into left field. He lost it in the lights, and it's going to drop. A single for Patrick Chung. And they throw the ball away, but Stewart will stay at third base. They lost it in the lights, and a single by Patrick Chung will load the bases and bring up Kobe Blunt. A reminder, the last time we played here in Hartman Park, Kobe Blunt hit a bases clearing triple in the top of the 10th inning to win the ball game for the Merchants. We'll see if he can do it again here in the top of the ninth. The Merchants with 1 away have the bases loaded, and 2, 3, 4 coming up in the batting order. 3 to tie, 4 to take the lead here in the top of the 9th inning. Here's the first pitch to Blunt. It's a called strike. Merchants will send Blunt up now. He's 1 for 4 tonight with a home run and an RBI. On deck is Sam Linscott, followed by Bryce Peterson. Here's the pitch. It's a swinging foul ball. A well-struck ball, but foul. 0-2 the count. Oh, and 2 to Kobe. Bases loaded. 0-2 the count with 1 away. Merchants need 3 to tie. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed for strike 3, and the Merchants are down to their final out in the form of Sam Linscott. Linscott 0 for 4 tonight. He's due for a hit. Linscott will be followed by Bryce Peterson should he be needed. Linscott 0 for 4. Here's the pitch. It swung on and fouled away out of play. And the count will go to 0-1. Peterson would be next, followed by Jackson Swim should they be needed. Merchants need 3 to tie, 4 to take the lead here in the top of the 9th inning. 6-3 your score. Here's the kick and the pitch. 0-1 pitch is up high, and it'll even the count at 1-1. Sam Linscott left the ballpark in batting practice. He can do the same thing here and take the lead. Here's the pitch. The 1-1 is a check swing ball outside, and the count will go to 2-1. Nowhere to put Sam. Huge spot here for the Merchants. Here's the wind. And the pitch. It's a cold strike on the inside corner. Sam can't believe it. 2-2, 2 outs, and the base is loaded for the Merchants. Sam Linscott readies. Alex Hansen looking to pick up the save. Time called, and the catcher will head out to the mound as they make sure they have their signs right for this crucial at-bat. Big spot here for the Merchants and the Dudes as the game is at stake here in this at-bat. Sam Linscott, the go-ahead run with the bases loaded. 0 for 4 tonight is Sam Linscott. The chance to break out of his mini slump. Ball hit in the gap could tie the ball game. Here's the 2-2 pitch. It's up high, and it'll fill the count at 3-2. 3-2 the count. Nowhere to put Linscott. We'll see a payoff pitch with 2 away here in the top of the 9th inning. Hansen shaked off a pitch. He gets one he likes. Runners go. The payoff pitch is a swing ball. Base hit into center field. 2 runs are going to score. They're going to hold Patrick Chung. The throw goes to home. The throw to second is not in time. An RBI, 2 RBI double for Sam Linscott will bring up Bryce Peterson with the tying run at third, the go-ahead run at second base. Peterson is 2 for 4 tonight. He's got a chance to tie or take the lead here with a base hit. A clutch knock for Sam Linscott. What a play and smart base running to advance on the throw home. Here's the pitch to Peterson. It's a swing and a miss. Peterson tried to take the lead with 1 swing there. He'll be followed by Jackson Swim, should he be needed, who's 1 for 2 with a couple free passes. Peterson singled in his last 2 at-bats. Hansen kicks and delivers. The pitch is outside, and the count will even at 1-1. 1-1 the count to Peterson. Here's the pitch. It's swung on and missed, and the Merchants are down to their final strike. 1-2 the counts, 2 away with runners on second and third. Chung on third, Linscott on at second base. Jackson Swim on deck just in case. Peterson readies. Hansen delivers. The 1-2 pitch, it's foul, tips into the screen behind home plate. And we'll do the 1-2 again. Big spot for the Merchants. A hit would tie or give the Merchants the lead. 5-6, the Merchants trail the Dudes here in the top of the 9th inning. Peterson readies. Hansen delivers. The 1-2 pitch is up high, and the count will go to 2-2. Merchants undefeated in true road games this season. They needed at least another run to keep that dream alive. Hansen looks in and gets the sign he likes. He's working from the stretch. The 2-2 pitch is on its way, and it's swung on and fouled back, and we'll do it again. 2-2 the count. The 7th pitch of the at-bat upcoming. Peterson in a big spot can come up with a clutch base knock and drive in the go-ahead run. 2 away, 2-2 the count. Runners on second and third with a 1-run deficit for the Merchants. Hansen gets the sign he likes. The stretch. And the 2-2 pitch hits Peterson square in the back. And he's going to head to first base. It'll load the bases and bring up Jackson Swim. That was a bad hit. He appears to be okay as he walks to first base. That was a painful one. And it'll bring up Jackson Swim with the bases loaded. He's 1 for 2 tonight. Harold Platt's going to call over Jackson Swim. They're going to talk things out, and there's going to be a mound visit, too. So we're going to take a quick break. 6-5, the Dudes lead, but the Merchants have the bases loaded with 2 away in the top of the 9th inning. Welcome back. Bases corked. Top of the 9th inning. Jackson Swim has a chance to drive in the tying run or the go-ahead run if he gets aboard in any way. Parker on deck, but first things first, Jackson Swim climbs in. He's 1 for 2 tonight with a pair of free passes. Here's the pitch. Bunt shown. He'll pull back and take a ball. Jackson Swim perhaps trying a squeeze play with Patrick Chung on at third base. Bunt shown. Here's the pitch. He pulls back. 2-0 the count now. Jackson Swim playing mind games with Alex Hansen. Bunt shown again. Here's the pitch. Pull back. It's a strike called, and the count goes to 2-1. 2-1 to Jackson Swim. Here's the pitch. It swung on and missed, and the Merchants are down to their final strike. Oh, 2-2 the count, bases loaded. Here it comes. The 2-2 pitch is up high, and it'll fill the count. 3-2 to Jackson Swim with the bases loaded. And we'll see another payoff pitch. The last time we saw one of these, Sam Linscott punched the ball into center field to score 2. Runners go. The pitch is a strike 3 call on the inside corner. Jackson Swim can't believe it. That pitch was inside by a mile. And that will end the ball game. The Merchants fall in their first true road game of the season by a score of 6-5. And that is your ball game. The Merchants fall to the Redmond Dudes and win the season series 3-1. Next time we see you, the Merchants will be at home facing off against the Northwest Honkers. That game at 7:05 on Monday. Until then, this is Sean O'Connor, the voice of the Everett Merchants. Have a good night, everybody.